you. Okay, Corey.
Thanks, Phyllis, and good evening, ladies. Because tonight's topic is about communication, it's really important for us to understand the importance of how we would respond to certain things and certain inquiries from a prospective client or recruit. You might ask yourself, what is the best way to handle certain delicate issues to make sure that your response appropriately addresses the needs of the person you're talking to? Now, why is that so important? Well, because when you satisfy the needs of the person that you're talking to, you are that much closer to closing the sale. Now, another type of communication is follow-up. And not a lot of people think that there's a certain art to follow-up, but there actually is. For instance, once you've got someone as a client or once you've established contact with a potential recruit, what is the best way to stay in touch with them? Now, some of you might say, well, what's the point? If somebody said no, I'm not going to waste my time. Or you might say, well, a few phone calls or emails is good enough if I don't get a response or get a sale, or if that client doesn't reorder, I'm just going to stop contacting them. Well, ladies, I'm about to give you some staggering figures that will change your outlook on following up and its importance in your business. Now, these figures aren't just for direct sales. They reflect sales of all types of products, and they reflect average consumer behavior. So here we go. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Now, that's easy enough. If you have a party and, somebody really needs that bra or somebody really loves the skincare that you've presented, that 2% is what you might call an easy sale. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. Now, on the third contact, 5% of sales are made. Notice the increase. I guess sometimes you might say 3 times the charm. But on the fourth contact, it doubles. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. Through the fourth contact, only 20% of the people who are going to say yes to you have said yes. What does that mean? Well, it means that there's still an 80% out there who haven't said yes to you, and they eventually will. They haven't said no. All that means is that they need more communication from you, which means that they probably need a little nudge here and there, or they need more information about the product and the opportunity. Now, hear this. 80% of sales are made on the 5th through 12th contact. When I found that out, I was like totally flabbergasted. Now, imagine this. Gail Bogdanovich, in a recent telephone conference, kept in touch with her clients, and that's how she was able to build her team. Her team members were past clients, and she never lost touch with them. It really pays off to be persistent in your follow-up. Don't stop on the fourth contact, ladies. Don't let another person get your sale, because what happens on the 5th contact? Another direct seller can offer them a similar product, or they can see a commercial for a bra or skincare, and they might think to buy that brand instead of yours. It can happen. Now, you're thinking, okay, that's great. You've given me all the facts, but I don't want to seem like a nag. How do I follow up diplomatically? Oh, here's a couple of hints. There are various ways to do your follow-up. You can give them a call. You can email. You can do the snail mail, send them a card or a flyer. You can even text. It's your choice on how you want to do it. Now, more important is the reason to follow up. Now, there are I can give you 3. Number 1 is information. Send them information. Let them know that you're having a special or a promotion, for a limited time. You can write them a note saying only until November 31st, special on body fashions, or it could be color. Second is you can send them an invitation to your event. If you're having a party or a clinic, or if you're going to a trade show, let them know that you're going to be there. Because one person might have missed a clinic or a party that you're having, and maybe they'll be able to make it on the second one. Why is it important to invite them? Well, it lets them know what you're doing. Lets them know that you have an active business. And who knows, it might spark an interest in their mind, or they might forward the message to a friend. Basically, what you're doing when you're sharing this with them is that you're sharing your success. And, you could drop them a note. You could text them or email them saying this, just letting you know that I will be at the women's event at the convention center this Saturday from 12 to 4 p.m. Hope to see you there. That's just an example. Of course, you'll probably put in more detail once you actually relay the message yourself. But, it's just like a short note that you can send to them. The third one is the personal greeting. Personal greeting kind of gives it that personal touch. Personal greetings are for birthdays, of course, holidays, or if they're married and, their anniversary, you can send them, a nice anniversary greeting. Why is it important to do this? Well, it makes them feel special, and it lets them know that you haven't forgotten about them. So these are 3 different ways to follow up. One is to give information. One is to invite, and second is to invite, and 3 is the personal greeting. Believe it or not, ladies, you can really make your next fortune in following up, because you never know when your follow-up can turn into a sale or recruit. The important thing to remember is that follow-up isn't nagging. It's making the other person feel special and wanted. This is letting them know that you haven't forgotten about them. And so I will leave you with the following thoughts. Your next sale or recruit can be just a few follow-ups away. A no today can be a yes tomorrow. And following up can help you earn your free trip to the 2010 annual conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Corey. Very, very good. And I have something I'm going to follow up, Corey. I'm following up on right behind her because I think this is so important. We all have clients, and some of us look at our clients like, well, no, I'm not going to talk to them about the business, because if I do, they come in the business, I lose my retail customer. Well, isn't that like holding the dime so close to your eye you can't see the dollars? And think about all of your clients. Now, some of you have, as I said, have been in the business a long time. Think of the client list that you have. Are they calling you and repeating? Are they calling you back? Or if you haven't constantly increased your sales, that means that is a customer you had once. Now, remember, ladies, anybody can sell something once. It's when you get them to repeat back that you've got a customer. So, therefore, it's either a sale or a customer, a client. And so here's my suggestion for you, is every few months it's a good idea to go through your client files and contact certain people to see if any of them are ready to come into the business. And you might say, well, I don't want to touch my clients. No, please do, because if they're not going to come in, they might know somebody who will. So here's how we like to look at this, because amazing. I was a customer first, so I came into the business. I think the majority of you could look at yourself and say, well, yeah, that's true, because I was a customer and I came into the business. So what I'm really saying to you is customers really do come into the business, and they're yours. Remember, situations change. Clients who didn't need extra money, if you've asked them before, a while back, a few months ago, can have a sudden emergency or a change in their life. How about maybe children may have gone off to school and your clients now find themselves with spare time they didn't expect to have? Or how about, and that stands to reason, Carol Zander told you the story not too long ago, how she was retired. And Vicki Vanska went ahead and talked to her about the business, and now Carol works and she does a nice little business, but she's still kind of retired, but she still has her business. You never know. Don't just say, oh, she's retired, and stop there. No, give her the opportunity. Let her make the decision. Or how about nowadays, the spouse may be laid off and not have found a job. And, that would be quite something for them to go ahead and say, well, yeah, maybe I could do this. And always be aware of your clients' needs. If clients ask you to delay delivering products for an extra week, it may very well be that they are short of money, and now is the perfect time to make another